Hi everyone, how are you doing today? Happy New Year. Yes, it is already the seventh day of the month. I hope you had a great and restful Christmas holiday, Christmas, New Year holiday. I hope you were able to spend quality time however chose to spend it, be it with alone or with family and friends. Any which way, I would like to wish you a happy new year. Today, I thought it'd be apt to share something that the Lord has been reminding me of and pressing on my heart, which I need to work on, and that is to rebuild the altar of prayer. To rebuild the altar of prayer. I'm not sure exactly when the Spirit of God dropped this in my heart, but it has been a recurring theme since the beginning of this year, really, to rebuild my altar of prayer. Maybe even before as the year was drawing to a close last year, maybe that's when it was impressed on me. Any which way, rebuilding my prayer altar is something that is very important for me to do, and I will be sharing that with you today. That you might also consider doing the same. In First Kings 18:30, a lot of us know this story, the story of Elijah and the priests of Baal. Anyway, so in 1830, the chapter talks about that. Anyway, in verse 30, and Elijah said unto all the people, come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him, and he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down. I'll read that again. So First Kings 18:30. And Elijah said unto all the people, come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him, and he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down. So, this story, as many of you would know, there had been a contest. The priests of Baal were challenging the God of Israel, Elijah being the prophet of the day, and they'd done all sorts of gymnastics, cutting themselves and stuff like that, calling upon a dead idol God that didn't answer. And here, what we read in 1 Kings 18:13, the verse I've just read, is really the altar of God that had to be repaired because it was broken down prior to being the procedure, really, that had to be followed, seeing that something had gone wrong and it had to be repaired. And the reason why the altar had to be repaired first before Elijah could then call on the God of Israel, and then he answered. I think it's very important for us to know that this year our lives and our lives we have to examine our lives. We have to get rid of anything that might be, because we are that altar. We are, we, first of all, we are the vessel. And it says, present yourselves a holy and a living sacrifice. Present your bodies a holy and a living sacrifice. So basically, because we are now the, if you like, the dwelling place of the Lord, and we want to build an altar of prayer, we do really need to examine ourselves, cleanse ourselves, and bring ourselves holy unto the Lord. Um, Basically, rebuild anything and rebuild and repair anything in our lives, in our hearts, that's not been right, um, for us to then go to the Lord in prayer and do it consistently. Also, where we have maybe been absent in the place of prayer, in the place of, you know, communing with God regularly, this is the time and the year to rebuild that relationship, that prayer relationship, that communicating with God regularly once again. So I urge you all, and by the way, I am not exempt from this. I will have to do the same thing because I've gone my own merry way. sometimes ignoring the times of prayer, doing just rushing about like a headless chicken, trying to get things done, forgetting to pray not or not praying enough. So I urge you all, I urge us all that this year that we will devote ourselves to a time of um, good fellowship and good communion with God in the place of prayer. It is time for us to rebuild our prayer altars. It is quite interesting that uh, when after the altar had been repaired and rebuilt, Elijah called on God, and God answered by fire. It consumed the sacrifice that had been presented to him. Uh, I will say no more. I think that really does speak for itself. So anything that you have laid on the, you know, that you have tendered to God, that you have basically, you have, you know, asked the Lord for, prayed about, whatever it might be, and maybe it's not been answered yet. It might be that this is what's preventing it from being answered. So repair your prayer altar and take it again to the Lord in prayer. Take those things again to the Lord in prayer, and come back and share your testimonies, because you will have results. I guarantee you. It's the word of the Lord, so it will stand, it will speak, it will not um it just will not fail. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. There's a lot to be said on this topic, but I think I'm just going to leave it at that. Thank you very much for always coming back to listen, and God bless you. I just wish you a blessed 2024. And I pray that by the end of this year, we'll all be smiling and rejoicing for all the results and rewards of our time and the time we would have spent with the Lord. Can I just say one other thing before I even wrap this up? That there's the transformation that you see in yourself that is most paramount when you pray regularly, even before the material things or maybe answered prayers in other aspects of your life. It is your personal transformation, the change of heart that you will experience. That's the most important thing, and that's the most beneficial experience, really, from growing closer to the Lord and praying a lot more. So I urge you all to, to think deeply about this and to take it to the Lord in prayer and to put it into practice, to do something about it. Anyway, God bless you. Please like, share, and comment. And hopefully, I see you again next week. God bless. Bye.